dead stop traffic on the bridge in the thickest fog I've seen in a long time, and I can feel the bridge shaking. It's creepy. It's like driving through a cloud. Alright, I'm back at IKEA. I never try the weird food that they have in here, so I got a couple drinks. Gonna try them. Tastes like lychees or lychees or whatever. This one has like oats in it or something. I wouldn't recommend it. It's an experience. I am waiting to get my sink. So I got my sink. I know you can't really tell what, like that doesn't even look like a sink. I just shoved it there because it fits and I just want to leave. This thing is not supposed to be here. This is what I'm saying. It just it flies to the front when I drive. So I have to like screw stuff in. Like I'm gonna put an L bracket or something on the ground when I put it in place. But I needed to get the sink to put the sink into the countertop and then the countertop onto this first and then secure everything. It looks like a hot mess. It is a hot mess. So I'm doing this thing now where I just say hello to random people to see how they'll react, if they'll actually like acknowledge me as a person. It's very interesting because the majority of people are like walking in some zombie trance where they really don't acknowledge your existence. Like you can be like very, very obviously talking to them, looking them straight in the eyes, and they like look right through you. Or they look away. It's so weird. So weird. This is how everything looks before I start driving. It's all in its place. Looks super neat. Everything looks good. And then I start driving and everything flies to the front of the van and it's a hot mess. So I have to figure out how I'm going to secure this. I need to measure out where I'm going to make the hole for this sink. But now I'm confused because am I supposed to make the hole this wide or this wide? I just noticed that there was this thing here. Otherwise I would have just made the hole wide enough for this and this would like sit on the top. Am I supposed to cut another hole for this to like slide in, or I don't know. The good news is that this is not an actual countertop. It's a desktop that was $10 at IKEA. That is why I got it. So if I make a mistake, I'm just going to buy another one. Hopefully I don't have to though, because I don't want to have to go back to IKEA. But yes, I know that this is not waterproof, but I'm going to get some sort of like a plastic laminate and put it on top. You will see, it will be pretty. I just noticed this on the cabinet that I need to put up. I'm going to start by trying to clean this off with a wet wipe. Just to like see what happens. I know that if it's really mold, that it's just gonna come back. But I'm still hoping that I'm gonna find out that it's not mold. obviously this is the outside of the sink where the outer edges will be, and this is where the hole should be. It's within these lines, and then this would be the overlap that basically holds it up. That's the idea. Let's see if it works. This is the rubber. Oops. This is the rubber to my Berkey that is supposed to go, when this is in place, it's supposed to go basically here. And I just wanted to see where I was gonna end up. This is gonna, I don't want to get pencil all over my bed, but essentially it'll basically be overlapping the sink a bit, which is fine because the spout has to go in the, like, the water from the spout has to go in the sink anyway. So, and I can't put the sink any further up because there's a metal bar here underneath, and we're not cutting into that. And if you're watching me laughing at me because I'm clearly doing it wrong or whatever, shut up. IKEA desks are made of cardboard. I just like hope I'm not taking off. Well, let's find out. Looks good, I think. Pretty sure this is as snug as it gets. All right, we did it. We did it! So the sink is in. I did not, oh, hello. Oh, where you going, little friend? Where you go? Oh, there you are. Hi. I have no idea why there's a can on the lawn. Bye. So the sink is in the counter. The counter is screwed on. Berkey's set up. I gotta do something to make sure it doesn't fly around. So I gotta, I don't know, get a bungee cord or something to tie it to the wall. Then there's this, which is a pump thingy so that I can just like put this like tube thingy into the fresh water that is not Berkey filtered, and just have like running tap water kind of thing. However, the way it's made, I basically have to make a hole, another hole in the cabinet, which I don't want to do. So what I think I'm going to do instead, yeah, I have no idea yet. I'm also really not sure how I'm going to get fresh water and gray water under this, since it's already super full of stuff. So that's going to be another big issue. The last thing I need to do for the sink is to get a tube going here from the sink to a gray water jug or whatever underneath. Good news, I bleach tested one of the black spots that was on the cabinet, and I'm pretty sure it's not mold, so we're good. So I have been kind of paranoid. And I like washed the comforter in bleach and all this stuff. So, I mean, at least it'll be clean and white and whatever. But yeah, I didn't have to do that. So I don't know if I'm going to try to put the cabinet up on my own. I probably won't. What I'll probably do is I'll probably just leave and I'll bring it to my cousin's, and hopefully he will be able to help me to put it up. So I'm about 2 days out from leaving, give or take, depending on what happens. When I started this, I was super excited about it. It's been a year, and for some reason I feel different. And I shouldn't feel different. I've been working very consistently at this whole plan to leave. I'm very aware of how toxic it is where I live. And I know that everything that I want is on the other side of this, just breaking through this barrier and just leaving. I believe that the reason I'm no longer excited, and it's not that I don't want to do it, I do want to do it, but it's just like at the beginning of this, I was just so excited to be outside. And now I'm like, I even feel like I could just keep procrastinating day after day. This isn't just about facing the fear of the unknown, of what is to come on this adventure. When I leave here, I will never step foot in this house again. I will never see or talk to my mother again. So part of me resisting or procrastinating or not being as excited as I probably should be is because of how final I know this is. A big part of me is just ready to get over this, to never be abused again, to not deal with this shit anymore. And part of me is, I think it's a feeling of mourning the mother I thought I had, mourning the family I thought could mend. When things are final like that, it's scary. And this process is about facing your fears, right? So obviously that's one of the fears that I need to face, which I am facing. I have no choice. And then there are all these unrelated fears, these paranoias, like what if this and what if that, and what if we get a flat tire, and we get stuck in the woods and the phone's not working and I have no way to contact anyone, and what if we get attacked by bears or mountain lions or whatever else? What if I don't know where to park on the first night? And what if there's nowhere to let my cats out and they end up having to be stuck in the van all the time? Just all these fears, these life and death level fears. And that's just exacerbated by the fact that I know that once I leave, I can't come back. Nor should I. I remember standing in front of the garage when I was trying to figure out if I should sell the van or not, and thinking that the message I was being told was that I needed to just trust and take the next step and just trust that the ground was going to be there to meet me. And I know that that's what I need to do now. And I know that it's going to be okay. And I know that it's going to be great. I know that it's going to be so good. I know that it's going to change everything for the best. And Lord knows I don't want to stay here. It's like your brain plays tricks on you. Subconsciously, I know that I want this, and I know that I need to do this, but subconsciously, it's like my brain is trying to protect me in its own weird way by keeping me safe, by keeping me where I'm comfortable or where it's comfortable, where it's used to. And that means in a place where I'm constantly being subjected to toxicity and abused. The average person would say that leaving here is irrational, but I know, just based on everything I just told you, that staying here is irrational. The rational thing to do is to face that fear and just go.